Hello everyone, I'm going to be doing a mouse review on the Redragon Perdition gaming mouse. Here are the things that come with purchasing the Perdition. You get a mouse, manual, a CD to the mouse driver, and a weight storage container. In this review, I'm going to be going over all the features of this mouse that you've read on the outside of the packaging. First up is the quote-unquote breathing light. I think what they mean by this is the lighting up and dimming effect. Do you see how it lights up and then dims? I think where they were trying to go with this was like the dragon is actually trying to breathe fire or something. Either way, this is how the lighting's supposed to be, so don't worry if you thought it was a malfunction or something. This is how the mouse was designed. Next, it says here that it can go up to 16,400 DPI. So, DPI stands for dots per inch. That means if you had the mouse set to the maximum, 16,400 DPI, and you moved your mouse an inch, the cursor would move 16,400 pixels on your computer screen, and that's quite an insane amount. As an avid Dota player and LoL player, I play with the DPI setting of around 1500, so the upper max setting of the DPI doesn't apply to me. However, I could see a gamer needing a higher DPI setting for, say, first-person shooters, when they have to constantly check and turn around, check behind them, check the blind spots. A higher DPI would, by setting it to a higher DPI, one would move their mouse less and be more efficient with checking their blind spots. Next, it says the Perdition has a laser engine, which I think is pretty much standard in every gaming mouse now. The laser engine allows for better mouse pickups than, say, like the old school ballpoint mouses. Next feature on the list is the 18 programmable buttons. So testing it out, the side buttons are in a pretty convenient spot, able to just click with the thumb. I use these programmable buttons for certain hotkeys on Dota, like keeping track of Roshan timer and other miscellaneous uses, like backward and forward for surfing the internet. I only use a few of these programmable buttons, but I know for RPG games, when you have to cast like 10 abilities and spells, these side buttons can really come in handy. Instead of having to press a button on the keyboard, you can just cast all your spells using the side buttons on the mouse. The programmable buttons can definitely make gaming more efficient and convenient. Just gotta get used to it. Next is a feature I've never encountered in any mouse before, and it's the 8 adjustable weights. The weights come in the mouse, and you have a storage container. And you have a storage container to keep the mouses in, if you want. So you just take one out. Put it in here, and then put it back in. But I personally like my mouse heavy, a little bit on the heavier side, so I keep all my weights in. This is solely for personal preference, so just tinker around with it. If you like your mouse heavy or if you like it extra light, adjust for your personal preference. Next up, the mouse has a gold-plated USB and a braided cord. So what I know about a braided cord is that it is highly durable. As you can see when I tug on it, and this is with a lot of force actually, it's not going to stretch out like the rubber cords that you're used to. This mouse also has Teflon pads. It comes with Teflon pads and feet pads. This allows for smoother tracking. I think that's the mouse also has DPI adjuster right here. Can adjust the DPI settings by clicking here. You may be wondering, you still may be wondering what this CD is. I'll tell you, it's the Perdition mouse driver. The mouse driver itself is only Windows compatible, so don't try to install the driver on the Mac. It won't work. I'd recommend going to their website, redragonzone.com, and downloading the software because some computers have trouble reading the small CD. What the driver allows you to do is adjust the memory profiles, and I'll be showing you a tutorial on the driver in a bit. To further elaborate, this mouse has 5 memory profiles that can be customized. Each of these colors, you switch memory profiles on this by pressing this button on the back. Each of these colors represent a different user profile with custom button configurations, DPI settings, and more. So tinker with this all you like, because you can even change LED light colors, totally making it your own. To reiterate, this driver only works for Windows. However, once you configure the mouse itself can be plugged into a Mac and it'll retain some of the settings like DPI and color modes, but I believe that the programmable buttons do not stay configured. And here's a size comparison. This is a Logitech gaming mouse. So the Redragon is designed to fit the palm. It wraps around the palm. Here's a quick look-see and a short tutorial on the Perdition mouse driver. I downloaded this driver from redragonzone.com. Using this is honestly pretty self-explanatory. Like I said earlier, there are 5 profiles that you can change and customize. To change the buttons, all you have to do is click here, select an option that you want. Use single key, you can bind macros here, and just select it and it will change. Alright, and there are also some other options here like changing acceleration, mouse point speed, mouse scroll speed, and mouse double click speed, and you can up the polling rate or down it if you want. And then you can change the side buttons here. The next tab is adjusting DPI. These are the DPIs for each of the 5 profiles. So here's one from 1 to 5. And then last option is the light colors. You can change LED light colors for each memory profile, and it has these options of brightness and the breathing speed. So you can disable breathing speed if you don't like it. And then all you gotta do at the end is save and apply, and it should be good. Alright, hope you guys found this review helpful. Thanks for watching.